to a study by YouGov.com, around 31% of Americans will spend today alone. And for this, therapists and experts suggest a number of ways to fight off the Lover's Day lonelies this year. Joining us live now to discuss some good ways to mind your mental health is Dr. Armand Braun, psychiatrist at Kaiser Permanente Santa Rosa. Good afternoon to you, doctor.
Good afternoon and happy Valentine's Day to you and to everybody else.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day. Now, doctor, it's going to be a tough day for a lot of folks. Not everyone's going to have a special someone to turn to, or maybe they may have lost somebody on Valentine's Day, right? So first of all, walk us through, this idea of loneliness, how that can affect your mental health.
Well, I think loneliness, of course, is something that is very prevalent throughout the year, and especially in our younger population, we know. But in Valentine's Day especially becomes more prevalent because initially what I always think about it is to a thought shift. We all think of Valentine's Day, what's in it for us, right? We always imagine getting chocolates, taking out to dinner, having somebody in our lives. So one of the things I suggest people think about, whether you're in a relationship or not, is shift that thinking away from yourself to thinking about what Valentine's Day means. What it means really is expressing love, gratitude, connectedness to other people, whether it's your spouse, a partner, or other people around you. And if you're alone, if you shift your thinking to nothing in for me, nothing's helping me, and shift to share that care to other people, whether it's to colleagues, to family members, it shifts that whole belief system of loneliness to sharing that love and care with other people. And I think that's a very good way of shifting that whole attitude.
Mm-hmm. So reframing our perception of really what love and connection means at this time. Now, how important is self-care at this time as well?
Well, part of that is self-love, right? So we have love towards others, where you share your gratitude, but also self-love. And do something special for yourself these days. A couple of things I say is go ahead and buy yourself flowers. If you're not diabetic, go and buy some chocolate. Go buy a new sweater if you're happy. The other thing is do what I call fluff activities. Binge some program you wanted to watch or audiobooks. Don't cook. Take out.
Yeah.
A bubble bath. In other words, take self-love activities, which really reinforces the sense of I'm important for myself. So that helps, I think.
And, what about therapeutic services, like reaching out to somebody who has the training, who can help somebody who's maybe going through a tougher time than most on this Valentine's Day?
Well, I mean, hopefully somebody's already seeing a therapist and they made plans how to handle this situation, especially if it's a new experience, like being a widower or the ending of a relationship or kids have left the house. And if all of a sudden it hits you today, and you're feeling really terrible about it, first thing is if you really feel bad, there's always these support lines, like the suicide hotline if it really gets bad. Or maybe it makes you realize you need to start processing this. And one of the things you can do for yourself as a Valentine's gift is to connect up with a therapist and make an appointment that you've been putting off. Or if you have someone already as a therapist and you're having a real difficult time, give them a call and say, could I have an extra session either today or this week? So those are some things I would suggest.
Yeah. Are there any easy, affordable options that people can turn to at this time for that sort of thing?
Affordable. Well, again, some of the hotlines, for example, the suicide hotline is free. A lot of community mental health centers have, if you look up your local community mental health center, they have access numbers. A lot of religious organizations, the Catholic Charities, and some other religious organizations have free counseling services, so you can look it up online and connect it with somebody. And those are some of the good, the community mental health centers, the local health clinics as well.
And just as we wrap things up here, doctor, just any message for our viewers in general this Valentine's Day, just given that many are experiencing loneliness?
It is a day that reminds you that you may be lonely, but maybe you also need to shift and think what you have in your life. All of us have things in our lives besides perhaps not having that special person. We have friends, we have families, we have nature. A lot of times one gets a lot of help by just walking and exploring nature around us, and families, coworkers, neighbors. So, maybe we're alone from the perspective of the idealized relationship, But are we really alone if you think about it? A lot of times we're not.
Oh, that's a great way to end it there. Dr. Armand Braun, psychiatrist at Kaiser Permanente Santa Rosa. Thank you so much for your time and your perspective.